Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is J Bear the Venting Bear. This is about your circle and you and why you need a good circle to win. How can I say this the best that I can say it? In my personal life, I've come to understand that it is my responsibility to build around me a very well established network of friends and family and strangers too that help me to identify with myself as a person. So I know you're probably scratching your head already and saying like, what the hell does that even mean? If you listen to my previous vlog or one of the other vlogs where I mentioned comfort zones, I mentioned a friend who said to me, animals only go to their comfort zone to die, when she wanted me to understand the importance of me making massive change and movement in regards to the things that I was working on in my life that I felt like I was doing good and having good traction with. And I just feel like she just picked up on it immediately and was like, get out of your comfort zone, basically. And I never took offense to her saying that because as I mentioned in that video, I think that it's very important and crucial that you find people around you to challenge you in some way, shape, or form. So, for example, if I'm around a bunch of people who say they're satisfied with making $1,000 a month, this is good money for them, they're good, they live their life that way, I might be inclined to think that there's nothing wrong with me just living paycheck to paycheck because I'm not the only one living paycheck to paycheck. And then I might meet someone in a group somewhere out at dinner or whatever who might say something like, I wasn't satisfied that I made less than $10,000 yesterday. And I'm going to listen and I'm going to say, wait, in a day? And then I'm going to want to know more. I can't blame anyone around me for why I've established a circle of people who make me feel very good, very comfortable, very caring, will come to, my aid, I would say, if I need it for certain things only. Now, if I need certain things like exploring a passion project or being creative and things like that, I feel like that's where I lack support. And I don't lack support because I don't think they're not willing to help me. I lack support because I'm the only one in my group that does what I do, that chooses to pursue the creative and personal and financial goals that I have. It's nothing wrong with that or those group of people. They're wonderful people. But it's something wrong with my thought process and my theory of never having someone that might come in and say, hey, you got this book that you wrote like 6 months ago, like what the hell is going on? I wrote 2 books already in the same time span that you had that book sitting on the shelf. And at first, it's easy as a person to be like, wait, hold up, calm down. You don't need to comfort me. I understand that I'm not really doing good, but you need that. You need that challenge. You need that push. And I don't think that you should back or shy away from that challenge or that push or that person who's moving at a different momentum from you. I also have a friend that I met from California. We met remotely through Twitter. And I've learned so many things from her. Like, in the time that I was trying to edit one book, she was already done with another one and another. And it always kept me at a certain pace to say to myself, like, hey, if she's doing it, I think I can do it too. And she would always say, you can do it. I put in the time. Every day I spend this much time. And every day I wasn't spending that much time. So there is no magic recipe or formula to fixing the fact that I was not just making the time to write. So I think it's important, and from time to time, as you can see, I've acquired people here and there who can challenge my thought process or who can push me or, who reminds me not to just be satisfied with these little increments of progress that you can make when they believe in you enough to know that you can do so much more. And so that was actually the basis for why I actually created this channel, because I feel like we can do so much more. I'm going to be that friend that's going to tell you about the comfort zones and how to get out of them and why you should get out of them. We don't have enough people around us that can do that and do it respectfully. So keyword respectfully, because a lot of times, and what I've seen in my community is that when people disagree with each other, they think that they have to get emotional or upset or disrespectful, and you don't have to do any of the three. I think it's very important that you start to sit down and evaluate your circle. You need challenge, you need pushback, you need feedback, you need some sort of criticism, you need an expansion, you need someone to show you that there's more out there. Let yourself off the hook for whatever stupidity or nonsense or BS that you believed, or whatever other self-limiting belief, or just any previous mindsets that you may have had. Like I said, change is inevitable. We're always growing. As you change yourself and as you start to change your circle around you, you'll notice that the people around you aren't changing, right? And it can be hard, and you can feel very isolated and left out, and people can start to feel like they're being judged or you're being judgmental towards them. Just understand that none of this journey that you're doing is personal. None of this journey relates to anybody having any shortcomings and not being able to fulfill you as a person. It's about you. It's the other way around. It's about you being able to fulfill yourself and to understand that you want better or more, and that these people are still good enough. These people still serve their purpose in your life. You can't force people around you to behave or do certain things that you do just because you want them to be included and join you in that journey. You have to find people that are passionate about it. You have to find people that genuinely enjoy doing it, and you have to find people that are knowledgeable about it so that you can benefit from these relationships. You don't want to create your life on the basis of one-sided relationships because you're afraid to let go of the idea that there's more out there. Comfort zones are called comfort for a reason. Like, I don't know what the overall word comfort means, but comfort just sounds good. It sounds like comfortable. Sounds like it's just good. And there are other people out there doing what you're doing, feeling what you're feeling, thinking what you're thinking, and they just may not be in that group of friends and family that you currently have. The takeaway from this for you guys, right, if we didn't go too deep and I didn't lose you, is just understanding that if something is like pulling at you, if something's calling you to do more, don't be afraid to do more. Don't be afraid to find people who are doing more. Don't be afraid to offend the people around you or in your life, because as you grow, if they truly love you and they truly value you as a person, they're going to respect that journey that you're on, and they're going to want you to grow and be better. They're not going to look at themselves and say, well, what's wrong with me? Why can't you learn about, vlogging from me? Somebody who does zero vlogging at all, who doesn't own a camera, doesn't do anything. You just have to keep it realistic with people and let the person know, like, hey, this has nothing to do with you. If you have some information to share, I'm more than willing to listen to the information. However, I would like to talk to someone who's put out a few videos, who's a little more established, who may even have the same camera as me, or who doesn't have the same camera as me, because I picked this camera, but maybe they picked another camera for a certain reason. I'm sharing that with you guys because you could be missing out on a lot of things, or as they say, blocking your blessings by limiting yourself to just sticking around the same people. The thing that really frustrates me is that sometimes people will say the people around them suck. And I'll say to myself now in my adult years that I suck because I chose these people because they make me feel good and they make me feel comfortable. I'm not stuck here. Don't get caught up and get stuck and think that you're betraying anyone or doing anything. The only person you're betraying is yourself if you don't. Now, if you guys enjoyed the content here today, please like and subscribe to my channel. It was a pleasure speaking with you guys, and I look forward to talking to you again. This is J Bear the Venting Bear, and I'm out.